Hey everybody, good morning. Thanks for coming to OMMA at Advertising Week and deciding to come to Cabario's presentation this morning. They're a big supporter of media post summits as well as a lot of our OMMA conferences, so we're really pleased to have them here. Today we're going to have Bill Conard speak with us about local and mobile search, and I'll let him come up and let you guys know all about it.
Thank you. Wow, what a great crowd! You guys went over a little bit, huh? Sorry to get started late. We want to wait for some people to trickle in. My name is Bill Conard. I'm Senior Director of Product Development at Rio SEO, which is a subdivision of Cabario, the agency. Cabario's been building enterprise-level SEO software since 2006 to help our agency employees become more efficient and more effective. And over the last year, we've spun off our software division and opened it up to make it available to enterprise clients and other agencies who may want to take advantage of the tools that our automated software provides. So we've got some modules there. We're going to be talking about the local SEO pieces today and how using those 5 modules and automation will optimize for local and mobile search. And why? Well, local search is it. Local search is it. If you take a look at the numbers, 94% of all smartphone users are searching local. So local is mobile. It is the same. It's not device agnostic. It's local. It's mobile. And 80% of budgets we know span within 50 miles. So everything you're buying, whether you buy it online or pick it up, you're consuming it near your home. 73% of online activity is local related, and 50% of local searches actually result in sales. So there's some large conversion numbers from local and mobile search. We're going to talk about local search ranking report today and the technical ranking factors based off of this report. And if you take a look at the contributors here, this is the who's who in the local search industry. Some big names in there, you probably recognize quite a few of them. But they all agreed that one thing is local is hot, and they analyzed what it was going to take for a business to rank high in local search and mobile search. So lots of strong people there. And that URL, if you didn't get that, you might want to get that URL. That'll take you to the search ranking factors. So there's 15 overall ranking factors, and some key pieces here that we want to recognize is that it's not just optimizing on Google Plus local. It's not just the content in your Google Plus local landing pages. There's offsite and website ranking factors as well. So it's not just one step. There's multiple steps to rank high in Google Plus. And the big thing here is we know Google, something like 87% of local searches or local search traffic is coming through Google. So it's very important to optimize in Google Plus maps, Google Plus local, I think it's called now. So we want to talk about the place page factors. You know, the top 5 factors there, making sure that your physical address is, you have a physical address in the city that consumers are searching for. Property category associations, so proper category associations, making sure that categories are keyword focused and not just department store, but sporting goods or men's clothing store, things like that. Very targeted categories. A local phone number, very important. Verified place pages, making sure those pages are claimed and verified and validated. And again, one of the big keys there, product, service, keyword in the business title. That is a huge one, and brands who have their search term in their business name tend to perform better than brands who do not. I'll show you some examples of that. Let's see, and then there's some offsite factors. So, you know, talk about link building, quality of the structured citations. So internet yellow pages, data aggregators like InfoUSA, Axiom, Localese, all data aggregators that collect local business data and distribute it and display it to Google and other search engines. And then the consistency of structured citations. And so that's a key one, making sure that your business name, your business categories, your operating hours are all consistent and distributed across the web consistently so that the ranking factors can all match when they come back to the local search results. Quality and authority of inbound links to the domain and inbound links from locally relevant domains like local.com, merchant circle, things like that, where you can have local links back to your local landing pages. And then website factors, and this is one that's highly overlooked. What Google started doing now is actually applying organic algorithms to the map listings. What they do is they look at the local landing page that's attached to the Google map listing, and they scan that page. They look at the title tags and the descriptions, and if that page is localized, if the landing page attached to the map page is localized, it increases the rankings in the map area. So it's not just content you're putting in the Google Maps listing, but actual linking off to local landing pages is a big key. URL structure, product and service keywords in the URL that's attached, geographic keyword in the website URL, name, address, phone number in schema markup, which is a big piece of ranking well as well, making sure that you have local schema markup. If you're not familiar with schema, you want to take a look at that. All the search engines have defined schema glossary as validated local business content and things like authorship and ownership. So schema.org is a big piece. And then city-state in your website title tags, city-state in your place's landing page, your headers and footers, or headers in H2. And then making sure that your city and state is in most all of your H1 and H2 tags. So lots of website factors, all based around the links coming from the maps page. So again, the key, attaching local landing pages to your Google Plus page. Making sure that when consumers look for sporting goods in Denver and they click on your link, that they go to a sporting goods in Denver page, not just a mainsportsauthority.com where they have to work through a store finder to find the location. Making sure those local landing pages are built, and then making sure that they're modally formatted so that the consumers who are searching from smartphones don't abandon your site because your functionality isn't set for mobile. So those two pieces are highly relevant in ranking as well as analytics and foot traffic analytics. So things, click activity on the pages like coupons, like driving directions, like operating hours in the mobile piece, all of those are analytic factors that you can apply to foot traffic levels and make some assumptions based on web traffic and how you can associate that with foot traffic. So, static mobile local landing pages. So we talked about the local landing page, but making sure that your mobile landing pages are all in one page functionality. That gives the user a good quality user experience. They're not having to reload pages every time they engage with a piece of the page. They're not having to hit the back button to get back to other relevant information. And we look at some of the content on here. We're talking about mobile web pages, but they have app-like functionality. So some of the benefits of those static mobile pages, the user doesn't have to download an app. You can update these pages automatically. The next time the consumer arrives to these pages, they're automatically updated with operating hours. And again, no need for operating system app download in Android or Windows or iTunes. So things we've integrated on these pages, information about the business, maps and driving directions, social check-ins and social sharing, YouTube video, things like that. And here's, if you have one takeaway from the session today, is integrate Google Assets on your pages if you want to rank well for Google. If you've got a Bing map on your local landing page, do you think Google's going to raise your ranking up there? Not going to do it, right? So the more Google Assets you can get on your pages, they don't tell you this, but they will rank you higher in Google results. So we make sure we integrate Google Plus. Integrate YouTube videos on the page as well. Integrate Google Mapping. As they're scanning that page, the more assets they see, the more functionality and user experience, quality user experience they see, the higher your rankings are going to be in local and mobile search. And then this is the key piece here, making sure that you integrate best practice local SEO on these landing pages. Again, these pages are increasing your ranking based on the local content, so making sure that your H1 tags and your branded terms, your image alt text, geotags, breadcrumb trails, all of the best practice Google-defined SEO elements, make sure you inject those into the page. And that page is fully optimized for local search terms in the local markets where you have locations. So we talked about the on-page stuff, the local page. Well, the next piece is actually managing and optimizing the consistent and relevant data that Google Plus validates and verifies business listings. So not only should you be optimizing for Google Plus, but you should also be optimizing for Yahoo and Bing. 40% of the market resides in Bing and Yahoo in search. Why wouldn't you optimize for those as well? And in fact, Yahoo local landing pages show up in Google organic results. So optimize your Yahoo landing page. That URL actually shows up in Google organic results. So another way to get some more real estate on the page, validate your Google listings as well, and knock some competitors off the front page. And then not just the Google Plus pages, but managing your content through all the information services. Axiom, Info USA, and Localese are the main data aggregators that collect relevant business content. They go out and they scan the web, they go out and aggregate content, collect that content, and then they turn around and resell it to the search engines. So you look at these data aggregators on top. They're the hub for your local business data. They distribute it out to Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Dex, Local.com, Merchant Circle, anywhere where local business data is displayed. Generally, they're going to collect from one or more of those data aggregators. When you distribute your same consistent, relevant content to those aggregators, you're adding more weight and more validation back to your Google Plus pages. So very important to make sure your data is consistent, validated, and is coming back through outside sources. The big thing that I want to point out here is realize that Axiom, Info Group, and Localese all distribute to about 200 local directories. If you attach your local landing page to 600 directories, that's 600 relevant backlinks to your local landing page. 600 links, all validated, all verified, all consistent, right back. Take that times 1,000 stores. What do you got? 600,000 unique links back to your local landing pages. So if you're talking about link building through a validated source where it's not paid for, where it's consistent, where it's bringing more weight and relevancy back to those local landing pages, increases your rankings. And then this is a tough one. The retailer's trying to measure foot traffic from their search traffic. And so we've got some ideas on how to do that. But again, the key is that local landing page for every location with all your analytics, with all your coupons, with all your click activity. And then you can start to attach coupons and other foot traffic measurement tools onto these pages and drive that traffic into the store. We're seeing click-through rates on some retailers of 60+% on coupons, and 57% of those customers are calling the store. So those two things, calling the store, downloading coupons, are great ways to measure foot traffic. You can also, if you have a lack of local coverage, you can look at what your foot traffic is in your store locator traffic now, and then when you increase that coverage, you can see the increase in foot traffic if retailers are measuring foot traffic. So using QR codes, click activity, analytics, coupons, things like that to actually measure the results. Let's see here. So we talked about I shared with you 5 modules: location, landing pages, mobile pages, SEO, and then making sure that you optimize with your maps and your IYPs. We've automated the process. We found that it takes about 20 manual hours to do the process. If you actually build the page, optimize the page, claim your listings, manage your listings, and do aggregators, you're looking at 20 manual hours. Take 1,000 locations and multiply that by 20 hours, that's 20,000 manual hours to do this process and do it right. So automating the process using scalable software that can build these pages, optimize these pages, and distribute the local content is the solution for anyone with more than maybe 100 locations. So I wanted to open it up to any questions. How are we doing on time? I think we should be good for a few questions.
Yeah, more than 10 minutes.
Okay, great. So we got about 10 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking for a small local store, not a big chain.
Uh-huh.
How do they get?
Have a microphone.
Okay. So
So
his question was, how does a small store handle it? They spend 20 manual hours. Build a local landing page, build a mobile landing page, optimize it with SEO, and then distribute it by claiming your listings and through the IYPs. Same process. And you got to do it all. You can do parts of it and see results, but when you do it all, you'll see results like this, where this retailer, Sports Authority, was less than one time in the cities that they have physical locations. Now you can see they've got 5 of the 6 top positions for sporting goods. This is not a branded search. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize we lost that one there. Sorry about that. We'll get that back up. There you go. So search from Sporting Goods Denver. You can see the local map listings that we talked about, claiming your listings, and then the local landing pages with the organic results, and driving them right to the local landing page for that particular store. And then if a smartphone user came to the site, it would recognize they're a smartphone user and deliver them an app-like mobile environment, all of the click activity, all the analytics on the page, integrated with rich media like YouTube, things like that. Another question?
I was going to ask you a follow-up question.
Yes, go ahead.
Would you recommend smaller retailer using Google's new product platform? Because maybe it's hard for smaller retailers to bid for keywords versus larger chain in general. And
Right.
maybe using a product platform is a better way to gain visibility.
You know, what I would recommend is start in the organic world, right? Get your maps listings and get your organic listings targeted first, because that area is free on the page. Then once you've done that work, then you can branch out into paid platforms, paid advertising, things like that. But do what you're supposed to do first and then do it right. Any other questions? Yes. Yes, to the rankings page? Oh, yes, not a problem. I'll pull that back up here. There it is. You can also just type in Google, you can type in local search ranking factors that you see there in the URL, and that page should rank right around the top, davidin.com. You can also do that from his website. Any other questions about local or mobile? Yes, in the back.
Just a quick question. Let me get you the mic.
Okay.
Small room. Can you just tell me also your impression, kind of a location, a lot of talk about location-based services, and people are talking a lot about the different technologies that are out there, Wi-Fi,
Absolutely.
Bluetooth, and how does that play into the whole local factor?
Well, the data aggregators actually distribute that local business content to voice-activated search as well as GPS devices. So in-car GPS comes through Axiom, InfoUSA, and Localese. And I'll bring that one up real quick. So GPS devices, voice search, Siri is going to be powered by that, the Yelp Maps, they're all going to be getting information from one or multiple of those aggregators. So making sure your hours, your business name, your categories, anywhere any consumers are looking, mobile, tablet, in-car, that they're going to find your relevant business content.
Thank you.
Any other, did that answer it?
That's good.
Okay, good. Any other questions we might have? That's it? Okay, well, I'd like to close it up. If you have any questions, feel free to email me as well, and we can, you can reach out to Cavario if you are an agency or a retailer that's interested in achieving top local results. And I can actually show you, look at, I've got another URL here. We can give you an idea of what those mobile landing pages look like, including form fills, social sharing, venue details, click to call, operating hours and happy hours distributed on there. This is one of my favorites. Oh, that bar is a little far. I don't know what one they're doing. All the way in San Diego. Check-in capability and some venue details. You can see things like that. This is my favorite. Again, all integrated in one page. You'll notice that I didn't leave the page. So integrating the YouTube video, adding it to your desktop, more information, and you can actually link to your app as well. So you can link from these mobile pages to a branded app. So again, all single page functionality, IP recognition, so it recognizes somewhere where I'm at or close to where I'm at. I think that's it. So I appreciate everybody coming out today. If you have any other questions, feel free to look me up. I'll be running around for the next few minutes. And you've got my contact information there on the screen.